get them out there in the opening. This is my daughter's little van. I told y'all, literally, iron my kids' school clothes. It's my towel. Okay. So, sorry y'all. I probably could have had this together, but I did not. Okay. Couple of things. Maybe I should start. I'm trying to think. Where do I want to start? Okay. So let's start here. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm gonna start here because I kind of opened this and pulled this up and opened it a little bit. So if y'all don't know, you know how everybody sit up here and be like, oh, you can pay your bills and da da da. You really can. Now, okay. So y'all see that? Hold on. Can y'all see that? Okay. I wish I could flip it. Right there. This part right here. It says detach this coupon and return the bottom portion with your payment. Go look at the bottom of all your bills. This is an old bill from a card that I do not have anymore. Here's card payment. Card payment. And it says it's right above this part right here where it says detach this coupon. When you get a coupon, what do you do with the coupon? What do you do with your coupon? You use it to discount whatever payment that you need to make, correct? You detach the coupon, and what you do? When you go to the what do you do? You take your coupon, and when you take your coupon, you submit a payment, right? The problem is a lot of people are getting a tad bit confused about where would the payment come from. The claim is coming from directly. I mean, the payment is coming directly from the Federal Reserve. If y'all don't know. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull out some books. Some Mika Strawman books. I know that sounds really crazy, and I know everybody's tired of me talking about it, but I'm gonna keep talking about it until everybody know and everybody get an understanding of what the hell is going on. So, like I said, I'm probably gonna be on here for about a good, maybe like a good. I'm gonna probably be on here about an hour. Gotta give at least an hour of my time. All right, so like I told y'all, at the bottom of that payment slip, it said to detach that coupon. And if we go, and for me personally, it's the stuff that you wouldn't think or the stuff that you're not paying no attention to. And you be like, nah, touching the coupon, that ain't nothing, whatever. Let me close this up. It's only helping me a little bit. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I am going to look up what is a A coupon. This is interesting. Where my glasses at? All right. Okay, so in finance, a coupon is a interest payment received by a bondholder from the date insurance until the date of maturity of a bond. Coupons are normally described in term a coupon rate, which calculates by adding the sum of the coupon paid per year and then divided by the bond of the face value. So an example of that coupon, and I know I'm looking really like, yeah. Okay, so let's give an example. The example of that bond face value is $1,000 and the coupon rate's 5%. Then it pays the total coupon of $50 per year. Typically, this is consisted over 2 semi-payments, which is $25 each. This is for some shit back in the day, though. Now, only reason I brought up coupon was because, like I said, go look at any and all of your old bills. Like, this is a bill. It literally says it. It says this. It says, see payment due notice. And it says that I owe $802.07. And it says, detach this coupon and return bottom portion with your payment. Which means that my shit could have been paid. Nonetheless, I didn't pay attention, or I didn't foresee what it really means. I don't want to do this one. No, I think I'm going to do something bigger. I'm going to do a bigger book, y'all. Hold on. Ain't here to hurt nobody. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. I want to see you work your body. Yeah. Your girl is here. All right, so I'm in Georgia. I don't know about y'all. I'm in Georgia, though. And in Georgia, majority of our stuff goes off of the Uniform Commercial Code. And basically, you can file a UCC. And when you file a UCC, you basically telling them folks who's paying what, when they're paying it, and how they're paying it. So, the first thing I got on here, because this is like, and that's the crazy thing that I do like about learning the shit that I'm learning now, is you can ask questions about how to fix something, but it's no way that you can get it wrong, because there are instructions on everything. So they basically, this is on the website. I printed this off from the website. This is what it says. Definitions and terms used to file official rules, but not defined in these sections. So basically, let's go to the first one. Basically, let me say 100.8. Let me go to it. All right. 100.8 is initiating a financial statement. So UCC is nothing but a financial statement. When you have a financial statement, they always put who owes, who's the person that pays, and who's the person that pay to. So that's what it is. And basically, this is just saying initiating this financial statement means that the UCC record that caused the filing office to establish the initial record of filing a financial statement. The next one right under it is called remitter. Remitter means a person who tenders a UCC record to be filed with the officer for filing, whether the person is a filer or an agent of the filer responsible for tendering the record for filing. Remitter does not include the person responsible merely for delivering the record to the financial office, such as the postal office, the carrier service. It does not include a service provided who acts as if the filer, the representative in the filing statement. This is also how you look up. You know how when people be like, how you look up, how do you look up if you have like a debt somewhere? This is where you would find it in Georgia. In Georgia, it's the UCC. Um, what else? You ain't here to hurt nobody. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. I wanna see you work your body. It's cash payment, debit payment, overpayment. Now I heard this is another way that you can basically get a car. But I'm gonna do a whole little video on that because why not? Why not get this? Anyway. Main search of records. Okay, cool. Alright, so file a UCC. You can file a UCC on your state website. When you file the UCC on your state website, that's basically establishing financial records showing that you're the person that needs to be paid instead of the other way around. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one is going to the Truth in Lending Act. A lot of people don't know this, but you definitely need to go ahead and just get hip to this shit, because this shit ain't no motherfucking hoe. Okay? Annual reports for Congress by the Bureau. I'm gonna go to this 138. Alright, so a lot of people don't know. When you first get a car, this is what it says. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Alright, so if y'all don't know, there's a thing called a rescission process. And with the rescission process, hold on, make sure I pull it up too. I think that's in this one. Alright, so let me tell you what that is. A rescission is a period character. Brain is running 1,000 seconds a minute. Okay, let's do it. Rescission is a period categorized by a sharp slowdown in the economy, actively declining employment, and decreasing in investments and consumer spending. Oh, I done read the wrong damn definition. That's what I be talking about. I be loud and wrong sometimes. I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do. Like, written down, highlighted something. Maybe I didn't, but that's beyond the point, right? So let's talk about it. Okay, so let's remitting. Sorry, I read the wrong definition. I really had it up the whole time. That's the crazy part. All right. So remit is spelled REMIT, is to pardon or forgive, to abate or select, to negate, to refer to some authority, to send back, to lower a case, to send or put back in previous condition or position. See remission and remittance. So a remedy is one who money is sent by someone, and then a remitter, which that's the difference between the e's and the ers. If you ever look at something where it says like obligee and obligor, payee, payor, the e's are the people who get paid. The ors or the ers are the people who gotta send out the money. So a remitter is one who sends money to somebody, a principle by which the person having two titles to an estate and entering on it by a later date. You're paying. Now, here's another one. A remitter of records. The action is sent the transcript of a case back from an appeal court to a trial court. The notice for doing so. So yeah, this is really a thing. A remitter, the process by which a court reduces the damage awards the jury awarded in the jury's verdict. A court's order reducing the award for damages and stuff like that. So basically, there's a possibility that you can remit your car payment. This is Truth in Lending Act 2022 edition. That's what I'm referring to. If you go to, what is this? So what do we call it? I don't want to call it nothing else. Normally I'd be like FTC or UCC or anywhere. 1635, it says the right to this the right of rescission as a certain transaction. So except as otherwise provided in this section, in the case of any consumer credit transaction in which a security interest, including any security interest, arise by operation of law, is or will retain a acquired in any property which is used as a principal dwelling of a person to whom's credit is extended, the obligor shall have the right to rescind, which is you, the transaction until midnight of the third business day following the consumption of the transaction or delivery date of the information, and rescission forms required under this section, together with a statement containing the material disclosed required under this subchapter, whichever is later, by notifying the creditor in accordance with regulations of the Bureau of this intent to do so. The creditor, which is you. Which is the person that give you the card, the person that give you, so T-Mobile would be a creditor. Your card lot people creditor. Well, really, sorry, I'm not the card lot people. The people that give you the loan, they're considered a creditor. So then it goes to say, what did I say? All right, so remember when I said at the beginning of this, I said that the obligor the obligor shall have the right to rescind the transaction until midnight on the third business day following the consumption of the transaction, right? Now, it also says that it's supposed to be paperwork that's supposed to come with your car information. So, like, let's just say we go to a car dealership today and I sign paperwork and I basically, acknowledge that this is my car. I'm signing for this loan because I already gave you my credit card, which is my social security card. They're supposed to give me the paperwork back for my car, which would be my car contract, but they're also supposed to give you paperwork to rescind the contract. A lot of people don't know that, but that's what you need to do from here on out. Just start looking for it because that's what they're obligated to give you. Then it says, the creditor shall clearly and conspicuously disclose in accordance with the regulation of the Bureau to the obligor in this transaction statement. To this section, the rights of the obligor are under this section. So basically, there's a section that's supposed to be inside your car contract that's supposed to tell you what your rights are, but they don't never have that shit. The creditor shall also provide, in accordance with the regulations of the Bureau, appropriate forms for the obligor to exercise their right to rescind any transaction during this section. Again, Again, the car people, T-Mobile, every phone company you ever had, they're supposed to give you this paperwork because it is an obligation per the credit bureau. All right. Section B. This is what Section B goes. It says return of money or property following this rescission. When an obligor exercise his or her right to rescind under this subsection, he is not liable for any financial charges and any security interest given by the obligor, including any such interest arise by operating of law, but becomes voided until such rescission. So let's talk about that. Now, remember I said the E's get paid and the ors are the people who pay. You're the obligor. The obligee is your car people slash the loan company for your car. Now, they're basically saying in this top section that you're not, once you start the rescission process, you are not obligated to pay a dang on dime. You're not obligated to pay nothing during the beginning process of this rescission. Now, this is what it also states in here. It says within 20 days after receipt of notice of the rescission, the creditor, which is you, shall return to the obligor. No, I'm sorry. The creditor, which is them, they're the creditor, shall return to the obligor any money or properties given as earnest down payment or otherwise shall take any action necessary or appropriation to reflect the termination of the security interest created under this transaction. Now, when you have security interest, that means that, how do I explain it? Security interest just means that you have your foot in just as much as the other person got their foot in. So if I'm the person that's loaning you the money, I'm loaning you money. You asked me for 50K, right? I gave you 50K, no problem. You told me you could pay me back. You can give me 10K right now. You have security interest in this loan. Yes, I gave you 50, but you already gave me 10. So that means you only owe me 4. The more you pay, the more security you have in the contract. So if I'm telling you, no, if you tell me, hey, I wanna borrow $50,000 because I don't have the full 50, but I can give you 30 of the 50, right? I gave you 50, I can give you 30 of the 50, and that leaves 20K, right? Which means that me as a person that's loaning you the money, I don't have as much security interest as you do because you've already put in 30 of the 50 that you're borrowing. All right, next one. Then it says, if the creditor has delivered any property to the obligor may retain possession of it. Upon the performance of the creditor's obligations under this section, the obligor shall tender the property to the creditor, except that if returned of the property in kind would be impracticable and inadequate, the obligor shall tender its reasonable value. Tender shall be made at the location of the property or at the residence of the obligor, at the option of the obligor. So basically, when you begin this whole rescission process, you have the option to sit up here and basically tell them where you want to make sure that this contract is established at this point. You can establish it at your home. You can establish it where the property that you got it at, anything, but it has to be established within that 20 days. Okay. So then it says if the creditor, which is the person that's loaning you the money, the person that's loaning you the money for the car, does not take possession of the property within 20 days after tender by the obligor
ownership of the property vests in the obligor without obligation on his part to pay. The procedures prescribed by this subsection shall apply except when otherwise ordered by a court. Now, in your contract, there is a arbitration agreement, right? There's an arbitration agreement. That arbitration agreement that's in your contract basically lets you know, like, hey, what is it? Hey, you know, if you can have an option to basically waive, what is it? Waive your right to go to court or whatever. Now, why would they put waiving your right to go to court, and you have to do that within the first 30 days of you getting a contract, especially if you're doing a car contract? Now, why would they put that in there? I don't know. But, yes. So then it says the time limit that you have to exercise is right. Matter of fact, I am about to get off here because I really need to put a video together for y'all because it's a lot. But I'm gonna be back. So yeah.